Sukalova is bang on target. 3 out of 3. She takes too much time for 4 and it goes wide. Russia clear, 5 out of 5, and the quickest shoot of the day so far for Olga Zaitseva. Poland are in trouble. 3 targets left, 3 rounds left. The penalty loop beckons for them. The Czech Republic just one mistake, so and Gwizdon is on the penalty loop, and Poland's chances of getting a medal have gone in the last 5 seconds. There's no doubt about that.
This is the tough aspect of biathlon. If you push yourself too hard on the track, and Gwizdon really pushed the pace out there, and now she just cannot get the stability. What a pity for Poland.
Zaitseva, Kuzmina and Sukalova 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. Germany with Gustner having skied pretty hard. She gained 7.5 seconds, and this last target is proving very elusive. 1 shot remains for Miriam Gustner. She needs this. She's got it. Well, a sigh of relief from the German fans in the crowd, and I guess a sigh of relief also from Laura Dahlmeier, who takes the next leg for Germany. Norway clear the 5 at the first time of asking. Good shooting from Ann-Kristin Flatland, but still over 50 seconds behind, and it's going to be closer to a minute, I think, before Flatland exits the stadium.
You know, Flatland showed such good pace and form in the pursuit race, and her confidence with that fall, I think her confidence has taken a battering. She's not the same person on skis.
This is Sukalova. Oh, there was the miss, way left. What's going on there, Mike? Normally a snatch throws high right.
It was like delayed. She was trying to hold it too long, I think, and then the heartbeat is felt. Just panic.
Well, what a race this is turning out to be. Russia with the lead, but it's a very slim. Kuzmina of Slovakia has the lead in the women's 4x6 relay. Slightly bizarrely, Zaitseva came out of the stadium 8 seconds clear, but is now in 3rd position for Russia. Mike, you think she might have taken a fall? You don't think it's a tactical move, just to take it easy, make your move on the last lap, make sure of those standing targets?
I don't think so, because 8 seconds is such a comfortable margin at this level, and the pace that Zaitseva has. I think she must have, it was off camera, but I think she must have taken another fall.
Kuzmina looking very good indeed. Sukalova on the far side, who has thousands and thousands of fans. For the first time in these championships, the tracks are lined with supporters, and they've been streaming into the stadium since 2 o'clock this afternoon. Most of them going via the Glühwein tent, which has been hit pretty hard today. But they're in good spirits. It's a really friendly atmosphere, isn't it, Mike?
It's one of the most comfortable, easy World Championships that I've experienced. They respect the athletes. They're cheering for everybody. And I love that, absolutely love that. Teams that are doing well, Patrick, of course there's the top 3. It's Russia, Slovakia, Czech Republic. Andrea Mali for Slovenia, just 10 seconds down, and it's almost a Gasparin team, the Swiss team, the 3 Gasparin sisters. They're in 5th at the moment, and Belarus in touch as well at 21 behind.
Well, the Swiss are shooting very well indeed, and that's the secret to their success so far. I think everyone knows that in the relay, if you can avoid the penalty loop, rule number 1, and then avoid spare rounds, rule number 2, because there are no excuses. On a day like this, the wind that was just a little bit of a breeze from left to right when they zeroed has dropped away completely. So it's a very still night here in the centre of the Czech Republic. Perfect conditions for shooting. The only obstacle is the pressure that they pile on themselves. The athlete that can clear their mind and just pretend they're on a training run where the results don't really matter. Not easy to do, but crucial.
It's not easy at all. Gustner out on the track is closing the gap. On the other hand, Flatland for Norway, the gap's extending. Flatland down in 15th, 1 minute 2 seconds behind.
We've just had the attendance figures handed over. 27,000 spectators. A really good effort, and anyone who thought that these championships wouldn't be supported has been proved wrong. And it's a delight, isn't it, Mike? I have to admit, my first impression of the size of the stadium was, how are they going to fill this? But they've done it, and they could have done it twice over. Now, second shoot, second leg. Russia with a rare mistake, and 2 mistakes coming from Zaitseva. Kuzmina of Slovakia taking a long time to get the first target away. Sukalova effectively ahead, having hit 4 out of 5. Now she has to go for the spares. Slovakia missed, so the door opens just a little bit for Italy, Switzerland and Slovenia. Belarus, Germany and Norway still a long way off the firing point. Germany settle now with Gustner.
Well, when Zaitseva struggles like that, Patrick, I think an indication how hard she was pushing, but look at the Czech Republic.
Now watch Sokolova ski on this last 2-kilometre loop. Zaitseva 8.8 behind. Zaitseva was 8.8 ahead at the start of the last loop and couldn't make any impression. Here we go with Gustner again. 2 targets remain and she has 2 rounds of ammunition left. Romania 5 with 6, so no real damage done to them. The Swedes, Mike, I hope they can hold it together. They need to stay accurate on the range if they want to finish in the top 5 today. And Corinne Stromstedt on course for them at the moment.
Gustner's got it, but it took time, and Gasparin just on the last shot as well.
Well, at this stage, Mike, where do you put your money?
It's tough. Norway at the moment completely out of it. It's going to be over 1 minute 10, maybe 1 minute 20 by the time Flatland exits the range, and she's missed again.
Oh, they started so well. 5 gold medals already at these championships for the Norwegians. They're streaks ahead in the medal table, but most of those medals have come from 2 people. Svensson in the men's, Tora Berger in the women's. And I think if you look at it deeply, Mike, they just don't have the strength and depth that we would expect them to have.
No, it's struggling right now, but it's Slovenia's still up there at the moment.
These are the targets of Sokolova. That was the miss that we saw from her. After that, she was very, very accurate. It's a nice position.
It's a very light position, isn't it? There's an easy movement there. It's not forced into her shoulder. Jindřich Sikola is delighted.
So, an 8-second lead for the host nation. Fantastic start for them. Russia in second, a team that have won 5 of the last World Championship titles. Well, I suspect that Sokolova is going to make life pretty hard for Zaitseva, who's fading, Mike, because Italy have gone from 3rd up into 2nd. The Italians absolutely flying at the moment, and Nicole Gontier on course of them. They've got Michaela Ponza, I think, going next for the Italians.
I can't understand what's happening to Zaitseva. She was so strong just 2 days ago, but she's clearly struggling like mad today.
Well, she's tucked in behind the Italians, so showing some grit there. But you can see the effort on Zaitseva's face. Maybe all this racing has got to her, Mike. The mixed relay, the sprint, the pursuit, the individual, they're all long races. And no one has come and said these courses here are easy.
And, you know, the Russians' philosophy was to train at high altitude prior to coming here. Now, that isn't good for recovery. It is good for the red blood cells, but you can become very tired when you come down from altitude.
Well, the Ukrainians, we've hardly mentioned them so far today. They start with the bookies as one of the favourites to win this title. Zhima, Vita Shimirienko, Vaya Shimirienko and Pidrushna all on their team. 3 of those have won medals here at these championships, 1 individual medal. So on form, you would put them right at the top of your list.
You certainly would, but they've had a bad start. But as you say, Vita coming back into it.
Gustner gets the gap down to less than 50 seconds, now at 46. When she came out of the range, Gustner was 47, so she's really not made much impression on Sokolova, who's having an absolute flyer.
Isn't this an amazing performance from the Czech Republic? Normally biathlon creates pressure when you're at home, but it's just lifted the Czech team massively. They're leading the relay at the World Championships at the moment.
But we have to remind the viewers that the best 2 Czechs have already gone 1 and 2. Now it is down to Landova and Tomesova. If they get a medal, that would be fantastic. I don't think they're dreaming of a gold medal because there are so many strong teams out there. Zaitseva fighting hard in the closing stages, coming up to 5.5, just 500 metres to go, but still 12 seconds behind.
I'm not sure her skis. I'm not sure her skis are gliding that well in relation to the rest of the pack, Zaitseva.
Well, that's bad news for the Russian team because they'll all be on the same type of ski and the same wax unless the technicians are working hard. Uwe Musigang, he does not look happy, and no wonder because Germany are still outside the top 8 positions. Miriam Gustner in 9th at the moment, 47.8. Kuzmina's done well in yellow, Mike.
And look at Zaitseva's skis. She was way ahead, and the amount of time she's losing on the downhills, that's such a pity. Having to put 2% more extra work in.
Well, I wish we had a camera in the Russian waxing cabin right now, because it will be frantic in there as they try and work out what is going on, but they're running out of time. Leg number 3, Ekaterina Shamilova now goes for Russia. Olga Vilakina will be on the last leg, and Zaitseva, I think, might have some pretty stiff work. She's had a lot of bad luck at these championships, because it's not really the athlete's job to get the good pair of skis.
It's a tough job. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a very tough job, but when you've got a team of 8 men working on your skis, you would want them to be equal to anyone else around you.
Now, the chances, Mike, are that we're going to get at least one, perhaps 2 of the minor nations on the podium. And when you look over the years, how few teams have podiumed in this event. Only 6 teams from the last, 10 championships. 6 teams sharing the 30 medals. Romania only 44 seconds behind, just behind the Germans, so they're having a fantastic race. Poland have dropped away with that bad shooting in the stand from Gwizdon. A real shame for them, 56 behind, and very little chance of a comeback. Germany still 38 seconds adrift, not a bad finish. Here goes Sulumdal for Norway. They're going to make Tora Berger work for her medals. Don't forget, Tora looking to win 6 medals from 6 races. It's not going to be easy, because the margin now is over a minute 20.
This is a terrible, terrible start halfway through the race. In fact, for the Norwegians, 1:23, 14th position. They'd never have predicted that.
Yeah, Sulumdal is going to have to produce the perfect race to get them back into contention. But if Norway fail and the Czech Republic succeed, I don't think anyone will complain. Always a pleasure to see